Welcome and thank you very much for checking out my review of Inheritance, the second directorial feature of Vaughn Stein, the director of Terminal with Margot Robbie, and this one stars Simon Pegg and Lily Collins, so let's talk about it. The film kicks off when a patriarch of a wealthy and powerful family passes away suddenly, leaving his family with a shocking secret inheritance that threatens to unravel and destroy their lives. Now, if you have followed me for a while, you saw my review of Terminal, and you would know I wasn't a big fan. I admired the vision Von Stein had for the film, and that is once again the case here, but this time it is a little bit better. Once more, you can tell that Stein is really good at directing actors. Lily Collins and Simon Pegg are fantastic in this film, especially Simon Pegg, who basically gives a tour de force in this film. You can tell a lot of his character just by Pegg's performance alone, that he has a lot of layers, and you're really not sure what he's hiding, if he's hiding anything at all. You're just not sure if you can trust him. And I've seen Lily Collins play this type of character a lot of times, but she is just really good at it, and I think she fits this role quite well. And the bulk of the film is very much conversations between the two of them, the daughter of a patriarch who suddenly died, and the man that she suddenly found out that her father kept in a crypt. Because of the two powerful performances, the conversations that they have are never boring, and you always expect something interesting to come out of it, and in a sense, something always does. Unfortunately, the script of this film is very, very poor. It doesn't feel like a final draft. I'm not going to say it feels like a first draft, but there can't have been a lot of drafts going into this film. The film is riddled with constant scenes of exposition, and sometimes they don't even matter. There's a point in this film where, and I'm going into this because it doesn't play a part in this film, you'll find out that the patriarch had a mistress, and Lily Collins goes to visit the mistress, and she's no threat whatsoever. I mean, if she's not going to be a threat, why would you even cast a mistress? Why would you even get a location to be the house of the mistress? Just have Simon Pegg's character say that her father had a mistress, and that's really it, because she never comes back apart from that one scene of Lily Collins wanting answers, which makes sense. But if in the story, Simon Pegg's character tells her that, yeah, she's not a threat, she doesn't want to say anything, then just be done with it. Another big problem is that big payoffs of reveals and new information don't have a proper setup. So when you find out things about characters or situations that we had one perspective on, but then we are shown another perspective that is the truth, they don't have an impact because there was no proper setup. Every major new piece of information or old piece of information, everything in this film is exposed through dialogue. There's no action, there's no seeking out the truth actively for the most part. And as much as I talked about the two powerful performances from the two main characters, everyone else, as far as acting is concerned, is fine. I didn't think anyone was bad in this film, but as characters, there are none. Lily Collins' brother, mother, their lawyer, at points even their father, they more feel like plot points. There are moments where big chunks of information are revealed for these people and you get a new perspective on them, but you have no interesting previous perspective to be shedding new light on them. So when you learn that certain people did certain things that you didn't expect before, you only didn't expect it because you have nothing to expect from them. You know nothing about them. It feels like everyone else who's there in this film is there as a mere decoration that is just there to embellish the scenery. This film has a very ambitious story for its runtime, while at the same time it feels longer than it should be. It runs for an hour and 50 minutes, but again, you can cut the mistress part out and there are chunks more scenes you can cut out, but yet this film shouldn't be this way. This script is very poor. This script doesn't feel like it's ready to become a movie, and yet here it is, and it feels bad because once again, much like Terminal, I can see the promise of this story, of this film, if you had a more fleshed out world, if you had more fleshed out characters, if we knew anything at all about anyone besides Simon Pegg and Lily Collins. The film also feels very worried about being suspenseful and tense, but because you have no information about what you should be tense or suspenseful about, that doesn't really work. Again, it's a lack of proper setup of information, of characters, of elements in this film, of the story that could come back and should come back to have proper payoffs. But the setup doesn't really exist. Von Stein seems to be really a fan of having people drop their jaws because they're not expecting it. But we're only not expecting it because we don't know what to expect at all, because we don't know what is being set up. I was smiling in the third act, I guess, because the film almost embraces the ridiculousness of certain scenarios that it presents and easy solutions that could have been presented and being made by the characters without this whole mess that they find themselves in. I'm giving Inheritance a C-. Now, what did you think about Inheritance, my beautiful geekies? Did you see it? Did you not? Are you interested? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think about Stein's other film, Terminal. Thank you so much for watching. You are the best. Stay tuned for my review of Lovebirds coming very soon. I hope to see you there. So until the next video, stay beautiful, stay geeky, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video because it really helps me and the channel out. Most importantly, above everything else, forever and always, love each other and love the movies.